Name, Paolo, Russo, and how long have I been? I have been involved pretty much from day one. So Mark and I have been personal friends for 20 plus years. We used to train together, we played football together. Back in the early days we partied together. So I've seen this from conception through to where we are today. What sets Mob apart? Honestly, the people. I think the culture here, the passion, the culture, the belief, the nurture, the love, the caring, the friendship, everything that goes on with the people who run this place, both full time and the people who are involved outside of this. It is nothing like I've ever experienced. In terms of hopes for the future, the reality is, despite the immense passion of the people who have started this, at some point our perspective will expire. And I guess in terms of building a legacy, the hope is that other people see the value in this and take up the arms for this fight and continue this thing for not just the next 10 years, but for generations to come, because the need for this is so apparent, has been so apparent. The proof is in where we are sitting. I think in terms of personally, we've developed, some unbelievable friendships, through here, both with people working and both, other mentors that I've mentored with over the last 13 or 14 years, I think it's been. So, from a personal perspective, it's been lovely to, it's always nice to be around people who are working towards a common goal, and you find common ground in something greater than yourself. But personally, so outside of that, this is, the mentoring part, and that's probably where my biggest contribution has been from a time perspective, has been the mentoring part. It's not easy. It's fairly exposing to sit here and speak to, despite the fact that they might be teenagers, a group of people where ultimately, if you are truly vulnerable, you're exposing yourself to be judged. So I think, from a personal perspective, and despite having done it for 13 or 14 years, it's never easier. Anytime I have to do it, even now. But I guess there is a great sense of lightening, of the burden that you carry from your past, sharing that story and having other people resonate with it, and having boys come to you and say, hey, I've been there, I feel that now, how can I have a chat to you and all that kind of stuff. So there is a great deal of awareness as well that comes with continuing to share that story. So, probably awareness, connection, learning to be vulnerable and realising that it's okay to be. They're probably the biggest ones for me.